Morning all. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so there's been a bit of stuff in and out. So bear with us. We've got a few bits and pieces here that we'll show you and some other things. But as I said, we've also had, being Christmas, we've had some stuff in and out, so we might have missed some as we go along. However, what we do have, we'll start at the top. ICM, this is the new 32nd scale Gladiator. This has had very good reports so far. Very, very nice. They've got about 3 versions of this to come out. Including the Mark II, which has got the different propeller on that, and I believe there's also a Sea Gladiator to come out. That's it. From Trumpeter, we've got the 1144th scale Avro Vulcan. This is quite nice as well. There's been some comment on it, but we're still seems quite a nice kit, so it's quite good. A couple of basic schemes. From Dora Wings. This is their 2 new 48 scale ones. This is the Marcel Blocks 152s and 151. They're both in stock. They're very nice. From a new company that we've just picked up called BAT. This is 72nd scale. This is the Heinkel 114C. This is the B model, which has got the Romanian markings, the German markings. There was a third one as well, which also had German markings. That was the A. BAT, the listing I've seen from BAT for the next couple of years, there's some really nice stuff going to come out in the near future. So that's good. This is from Models Fit. This is the 72nd scale BE12-200. This is obviously the fire bomber version. All the decals and that are included for all the markings. However, you might be better off trying to paint the red. That's quite good. This is a model. This is a variant of the PE2, I believe, or a similar aircraft along that line. That's 72nd scale. Going back along here, this is from AMP. This is 1144 scale. It does have a red rat roundel, but it's not really. What it is the Australian Coast Guard markings are included with all the little bits and pieces. The E9A widget. MOSFETs, or the Russian version of the U2, which is the M55. Jet aircraft. Interesting little concept, so yeah, quite nice. These are all from Avis. If you're looking for aircraft mid-wars or between the wars, they've got quite a little range. That's all of them Bristols, different types of Bristols. Probably a pair of Bristols. Moving on. This is the annular monoplane. This harks back to the days of Magnificent Men in their flying machines. I don't actually think there was one in there, but it sort of gives you that impression of being that type of aeroplane. This is a series of Pilatus PC-12s. These are the 3 civil ones. This is the 1247E, this is the NG, and we've also got the PC-1245. I don't yet know, I haven't worked out which one's got them, but one of these series is the ones that's flown by the Flying Doctors. They've had 2 versions. I believe their latest one is the NG, I think, but I think they also flew the 45, or they still fly the 45. So hoping somebody's going to do some markings for Royal Flying Doctor Service aircraft. So they're quite nice. That's the military version of the U-28A, which has got all the lumps and bumps and surveillance and reconnaissance and everything else like that. All these are limited. In the case of this one, there's only 300 pieces. This one's got 450. A model tend to do this on particular aircraft, so if you're looking for that sort of thing. SWS, we've had the HS129 in, we've sold out of it, we've got more coming in the very near future. Very, very nice kit, as you expect from SWS. It's got a whole lot of detail, interesting way they do the wings and all the rest of it, big cannon and all the rest of it. This is their version of the 72nd scale Horton 229. This is quite detailed for a 72nd scale aircraft. So it's got all the bits and pieces. The interesting thing is they also include a 1/144th scale one, which is simpler. It's not got all the detail of the 72nd and the larger scale ones. That's just come in, that's 72nd scale. From Micromere, this is the Fokker G1A. This is 48 scale. It's a twin boom, obviously layout, twin engine aircraft. It did become operational, and then the Germans used it for a little while afterwards, but it never really went much further than that. So that's in. Also from Sword, we've got a couple of new pieces. This is the 48 scale RE 2005 Sagittario single engine aircraft. This is one of their new forays into 48 scale, so that looks quite nice. This is taking a couple of their aircraft in 72nd scale. You get the P80 and you get the IL-10 included in it. The P80 was nice. I don't know much about the IL-10. I didn't know they did one, but yeah, apparently it's in there. From ICM again, this is the World War II American A-26 Invader. So this has got the different canopy, the different guns and up. This is still a solid nose. It's not the glass nose. Supposedly that is coming out in the next reiteration of this. It does come with the gun packs and things like that. 3 choices of markings, all silver. So they haven't done a green one. So that's in stock. That's quite nice. And if you still haven't seen it or got hold of one yet, because they're hard to get hold of at the moment, this is again the Hong Kong models 48 scale B17G early model. I've started building mine in the last few weeks. The fit so far is just superb. It's just so nice. There's so much detail in it that by the time you finish it off, you're not going to see too much. So you've got to make that decision of how much you're going to put into it. But the outside of the aircraft so far, I've had no problems. I'm very, very happy with it. In the way of magazines and books and that, we've had in the latest from Model Art. This is the latest from Scale Aviation Modeler, and this is another part of this new series of books coming through. That's the Aircraft Model Extra. This one's on building the P-51 Mustang. It's done by the guy Andy Evans from Model Aircraft magazine. So that's quite nice. Now we'll take a walk and have a look around the rest of the shops. Mini art, we've had a lot of that to come in. We've had the Australian Lee, but we've sold out of that at the moment. We are getting more of that in the next shipment. Big restock of Master Box. They've got a few new ones, but there's quite a restock of that. From ICM, we've got some more vehicles. This one's a triple pack, so you get 3 vehicles in there, so personnel cars. This one is the saloon with figures, and this is the WOT-8 British truck. So they're in, they've just come back in. In 72nd scale, we've got the guys from Plastic Soldier, that's the Sherman. They've also released the Steyr truck. These are all in 72nd scale. IBG's had some reissues of various things. That's their Maltier. From RPG, this is the rocket version, I believe. The C-Ram they had the other earlier one, the machine gun one, the Gatling gun top one. This is the rocket version of it, so that's also just come in. Oh, Trumpeter, we've had a few new items. That one, reissues from Border, the Panzer G. From Ryefield, this is quite an interesting little group. They've released the Sturm Tiger, workable track links. I believe this one's got interior detail, so there's quite a bit of that. This is the Sheridan. Now this is the Gulf War Sheridan, as opposed to the Tamir Sheridan that came out. So that's just come in as well. They've also released the Leopard A5, A6 in 35th. This is the Kent from Trumpeter. Now, this one, we've just got to confirm it because I've got a friend of mine chasing it up. This is the one that if you're going to build the 2 Australian ships, Canberra and Australia, I believe, this is the one to use, not the Coventry and that, because they're different. It's got something to do with this area here, the flight deck. There's no hangar deck on the Australian one. So we're still chasing that up, and I will follow it up with further. But the guy that's building it says recommends that this is the one to use for the Australian ones. Whether Trumpeter will eventually do an Australian one or variant, I'm not sure. They haven't listed it. But if you want to do a little bit of work, there's that one there. So that's quite nice. From Kitty Hawk, this is the HH60G that's just come in. This is the Pave Hawk. They've had the L, which is that one, which is the one from Black Hawk Down. Now we've got that version, so that's just come in. From Zuki Mura, as I said, we've had a couple of the other ones in. They've also released the Night Fighter version of the KI-45. That's also come in. That's quite a nice little kit. Restocks from ICM. We're expecting shipments from Wingnuts. Trumpeter as what thing? A bit of new Tamiya, or re-release of Tamiya, and go from there. A few bits and pieces. Dora Wings released the other version, the torpedo version of this. Box Hill's probably got one. I don't have one here at the moment. If you're into Porco Rosso or any of that sort of stuff, we've also brought in their aircraft, experimental. Bit of fun. Not real or true aircraft, but they're a bit of fun. They sort of base them on loosely on real aircraft. So that's quite nice. Just more restocks of RS models. The KP models, we've had a bit of that stuff come in. 48 scale side, we've had restocks from Kitty Hawk, people like that. That's the Invader. What else? Dora Wings. Dora Wings have finally released this one. This is the 48 scale Proctor. It comes with Australian markings, A75-1. So that's in 48 scale. This only just came out recently. So that's quite good. More just reissues, restocks, reissues. With Zukimura, we decided to get a couple of these in. These are bases that they've done for their 32nd scale stuff. This is really, really nice. This one is the Dornier factory base. So it's got a bit of snow base there. These are quite thick, they're quite strong. You're looking about 40 odd bucks, so it's a nice one. Just put a model on already done for you. Quite a nice little unit. We go around into sci-fi. Yes, we've had a lot of restocks of Bandai Star Wars stuff. This one, restock of the Project Mercury. That's quite a big unit. Lots of restock of the various sci-fi figures and things like that. Master boxes, we've got restocks of a lot of their figures from that sort of stuff. Into the cars and trucks section, had a lot of restocks. People like Tamiya, what have we got? Italeri, various trucks from AMT, Revell, all that sort of stuff. This has gone really, really well. This is the Aoshima range of cars. That's had quite a range of that. New from ICM, this is the Type AG 1910 London Taxi. That's a bit novel. If you're looking for that early sort of period. These were used for transporting troops around. As I said, lots of restock of cars, bits and pieces, trucks, Freightliner. Then we're into the motorbikes. We've got plenty of new restocks of motorbikes, things like that. That's the Ming Kawasaki Ninja. There's two variants of that, one painted, one unpainted. And go from there. Again, more trucks. So, other than that, as I said, we've had a bit of restock of various things. So, and lots of new ones. There's more to come. We're chasing up some more new stuff that's going to come out in the near future. So, other than that, drop in and see us. Have a look around both stores, and we can go from there for you. Have a great day. See you later.